New day. New Saturday, which means I'm outside. For once. I'm on my way to get a COVID test. Not because I'm doing particularly badly or have any symptoms, otherwise I wouldn't be outside with people. It's more just to make sure that I'm not asymptomatic and putting my housemate at risk. Because he gets his vaccine on Wednesday.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm just vegetating today and enjoying it. I've read a book. I've watched the end of Drag Race UK and all of Drag Race USA, and that's about it. Mainly I've been sat scrolling through TikTok. But I'm gonna go back to just laying here. I'm in bed because it's cold.
So it's self-administered, and I feel like I have stuff trapped upside my nose now, which is great. But it's done.
I put on eyebrows to talk to some friends from school. I'm having Domino's currently. Those are the main points. My life could be summed up in fucking Cliff Notes now. I played a lot of Stardew Valley recently, and by a lot I mean a lot. Like, if I'm awake, I'm probably playing it. I rewatched all of Coven, American Horror Story. I can't remember if I told you guys that I finished Modern Family. I've now started Superstore, which also has some like mildly problematic humour, but not really that bad, so I can kind of put up with it because it's trashy. Filming these things is really weird currently, because it was fine before when I was at work. I know that I kind of said similar things every day, but it felt like, you know, work was different every day. I dealt with different people. There were new challenges, both from like customers and higher ups, and I liked that. Like, I know that, like, when I'm at work, I complain about it, but it's because, like, they're hurdles, and you complain about hurdles. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, oh, that's really annoying that I have to jump over these fucking things instead of just running a race. But the accomplishment of jumping over those things is great, and I like it, and I miss that a lot right now. And I haven't taught a dance class since October, which is great. I miss that a lot. I haven't had a rehearsal for a musical since March, and so now I wake up, film something, have a shower, or shower, film something, do any dishes that I need to do if it's my turn, cook myself some lunch, do any other chores that might be on my list, and then I get my duvet and my Switch and I sit on the sofa, and if the TV's free I'll put something easy to watch on whilst I play Stardew for the entire day, or until I have to start cooking. And then in the evening, we'll watch something that's either a Marvel film. If it's Thursday, it's RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Friday, WandaVision. Saturday, RuPaul's Drag Race US. It used to be Masked Singer as well on Saturday, or Sunday if we were up quite late watching RuPaul. And that's it. I go to bed at 11, 12 or 1, and then I stay up until 5 watching shit and playing Stardew Valley. And it's that on repeat. And I know that I could change things up, but like... I don't have the motivation to. Because just like... not spiraling like I did in the first lockdown, or going manic like I also did in the first lockdown. The first lockdown was a lot of things. That's my fear, is I don't want to go manic. I don't want to hit this point where I'm not paying attention to myself, because I can't right now with what's going on. Because it won't go well. I need to check in with myself. Not like completely. It doesn't need to be like full analysis, but like... if I go manic into something, then that's not going to end well. And I like playing video games, and I don't get tons of chance when I'm working, especially before all this lockdown stuff happened. Because, like I said, dancing 3 days a week, rehearsal another day a week, sometimes twice a week, and then when it gets to show week, and you know, those times were kind of like treasured, like, oh, a moment to myself, I could do this. And now I don't have that. I just have empty space that I fill with the thing that I like doing, but that's not all I do. And so I'm fine doing these things, but then having to turn this camera on and go, I did the same thing again. Payday's coming up soon, though, so I can do some unboxing videos, I guess. I've got a couple things that I want to buy, a couple things I need to buy. And hopefully soon I'll know when I'm going back to work. Because I really want to go back to work. I want customers to not be assholes, but honestly, once we get back to normality, I'm never gonna complain about ripped up sugar packets on a table ever fucking again. Because everything has been put in perspective. People are dumb, but I've seen new levels now. So I'm gonna finish my pizza, carry on watching Superstore, and then play some Stardew Valley. And what day is it? Saturday. Tomorrow, I might have a bath in the evening with some candles to shake things up and make it feel like I'm not bored. So yeah, sorry for a lack of videos, but just watch the thing I posted the day before, I guess, because it's exactly the same. And now this is a 7-minute video of me complaining about it being the same, so you're welcome. Also, I haven't watched the vlog in like a week and a half. It's the comparative thing, watching other people in lockdown and how they're doing. I get into my head about it. And, like, none of us are doing anything particularly stunning. But even just, like, watching Ben get to navigate his job makes me a little envious. I know it's a really fucking tough time, and being a teacher right now is not fun at all, and I'm not saying that my situation is worse. I just I crave something different. And so, that looks appealing currently. As would, like, swimming with piranhas. But yeah, that's why I haven't posted much or watched anything. So if anyone tried speaking to me, I'm sorry. Like, message me, let me know, and I'll watch that episode and reply. But I'm gonna build back up. I might just have to miss some episodes and watch them sporadically. There's a dog here. Hey, dog. Hi. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go because he's eyeing up my pizza. Love you all.
Hello. I've again had quite a busy day and forgot to film much, but got a few things that I've done. This morning I went and looked around a possible house, which was nice. I quite liked it. It's a bit different. It's a coach house, so it's like one level built above things. It's almost like a bungalow in reverse, but actually it's really modern, so it's quite nice. And then I got a load of schoolwork done, like loads of it, so I'm really happy. And then I've just been watching some telly and about to have family tea.
So, I'm still sewing. I'm tackling the worst bit, which is where the old glue is, and it's a nightmare to get the needle through all the layers of fabric plus glue. There we go. I'm having to reinforce a lot. There we go. I'm only going to do 2 chunky ones in that section because it's going to fucking knack my hands, and I'm not here for it. I'm going to end up dyeing the thread anyway, so fuck it. If it's visible, it's visible. It shouldn't be, because it's going to be under my armpit. Well, armpit will be free. It hangs quite low. Okay, go through. Go through. Still a bit of glue there. Okay. Still watching Adam Savage, making things, because he is a big inspiration for me in general, but also specifically in terms of making things. I find his enthusiasm for creation and cosplay is infectious. Also, I'm COVID-free. Officially confirmed. COVID-free. Right. Oof. Right, so that's everything now, I believe. So up. Just gonna give that another knot because this is really thick fabric. Up. Right, let's take a peek. Sturdy. So that's the front. That's the back. The back looks better than the front, which is really annoying. But it is what it is. And see if I'm happy undoing all of these pins as well. Probably not. But seeing how it's trapped, it should be fine. Except for this top one. Oh, you can just stab yourself as well. That's nice. That's comfy. Love that.
high heat setting, which seriously would burn you any closer than this for more than a couple of seconds. It's very, very hot. So I just got my heat gun on here, and I've got my hand behind it, and I'm feeling for the heat transfer.
That plays quite nicely, actually.
And I'm trying not to like get so close in, I'm bubbling the paint or anything. I'm just trying to gently. It's like,
Right.
look at me. I'm moving the temperature through the thing that I want to heat up. So now I can start to feel the heat behind the resin. This is also a great way, by the way, to reshape resin castings that you might have that have gotten misshapen. It can certainly happen in a hot car and all sorts of other circumstances. So now I've got some
Really
heat on
happy with
it.
how
And if
that's
you look,
turned out.
you can see
I don't think it's
that
going to
as I
need
push on it, I'm making, see that?
the folds to be glued down
Yeah, that's how soft that is. So now I
at all.
take this and drive it in.
They are quite heavily reinforced at the top to be able to keep their shape,
Lost enough heat, I'm going to add some more heat to this equation.
but
And then I'm going to take this piece of wood and I'm going to try it and make
those stitches are going to be covered by the armour pieces and the chains, probably. So, it's a given it there. Yeah, good. Happy. You're being stubborn though. Why? Do some heat setting to that. That'll be fine.
and I'm, looking at the surrounding area and they're not too
I'm gonna
out of
remove
shape that I haven't like
one of those.
done it.
And you're coming out. I need to stop that from happening. Boof. And boof. That's the way that's trapped. It's fine.
Now I will,
Doesn't matter.
obviously this whole thing will get another coat of paint. I think I do need to give this thing a coat of black on
Happy
the
lad.
inside. And
That's the back, so it doesn't really matter that much if it's being a bit of a dick. I'll still tack it down in the meantime though. Well, pin it down, not tack it. I'll be asked with tacking right now.
do my leather work on the inside, then I can do the nice chrome paint thing.
Right. So we've got to do some light stitching to the side skirt bit there to be able to keep that all gathered. The inside is a fucking mess though. Like, look at that. Just everywhere. Can get rid of that because you're pinned. Gonna trim off some of the excess just so it's not as bulky inside. Being very careful not to cut anything that doesn't need to be cut. But we're just about finished with the actual fabric stuff, and that means I can go back to focusing on the armour, which is the majority. Except for the cape. I still have to do the cape, but I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Whether or not I order more of this fabric, just a little bit, or if I take what I've got and then line it with the other. Decisions. Depends upon how I feel and how much I'm willing to invest. Because
Hello, so just a quick one for me for now, just because it's 5 o'clock and I just haven't got on to film anything today. So I'm just about getting dragged, so I've got all my fancy YouTuber style set up, good to go. And I'm going to challenge myself with my face today and aim to be ready in an hour. yeah, I can guarantee that's not going to happen. But since last time I managed to do 1.5 hours without really trying, I think it's potentially possible. Got my brushes clean. I know exactly what face I'm doing. So it should be quite straightforward. That being said, I'm still very undecided about doing blue or pink makeup. Could do red. Hang on. Bear with, I'm deciding. So should do pink, just because it's easier, and if it's the outfit I want to wear. But I really need to get more colourful clothes. Because, yeah, I'm very aware pretty much the only 3 colours I ever wear are pink, blue, or red. And I'm sick of them. Yeah. I do purple eye. I'll do purple eye. I need more clothes. I don't even need more clothes, I just need different colours. Because I'm a very monochromatic type of person. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm doing pink. I'm 100% set on pink. Might regret that later when it comes to the wig because that needs brushing. But worst case scenario, we'll do pink eye and just stick with red and blue and just deal with it not matching. If they don't like it, they can whack a filter on it and they'll never have to know. So that's the plan. So I will see you in about an hour-ish and hopefully in full face. And if I am ready in an hour, that gives me an 1.5 hours to set up clothes and yeah, which should be plenty of time. Also, I'm currently watching Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. Yeah, and that's got an 1.5 hours left, so don't think I'm going to have time to watch another one afterwards, but might watch most of one. We'll see how I feel, and at the very least, if I don't get started now, I'm not going to even have time to finish this. So I will see you in an hour with a hopefully finished face.
So this is my Saturday night. We're going to get some food in a bit. Dad's just finishing watching the football. So I decided to film a little video for my Year 7s to introduce them to the new scheme of work. To be honest, I feel like this, based on how long lockdown's been.
Still need to sort that. I need to clean my entire room. That's a job for tomorrow, I think. Been a weird day. I had a nap just after I made my last video, and I had sleep paralysis, which if you've not had it, you don't want it. It is the freakiest thing. I have it not often, but I think it was like 2 months ago my last time having it. There could have been one in between, but like I know when it's happening now, sort of. I can sort of work out, right, this isn't real, you're okay. First time it happened, I thought I was gonna die. But like, I felt like I was waking up and then I just felt wrong. I couldn't move, I couldn't speak or anything, and I just felt like there was someone watching me. And then I don't know if this is, I don't know if it's normal. It's not really normal, is it, anyway? But when it happens, whoever's in the room with me tries to move me. And in my head, I think that they're trying to steal me. I don't know why they'd want to steal me. I mean, well, actually I do, I'm pretty fantastic. But they're trying to take me somewhere. So they sort of roll me over. And then they'll roll me back and I'll feel like they're trying to pick me up. It's just really freaky, and then when I do wake up, I'm like, oh. But it's sort of like a Freddy Krueger type thing, wherein I did wake up and I was like, oh my god, that was weird. I'll just lay here to calm down. And then I fell back asleep and it happened again. So it happened like 3 or 4 times straight after each other, because I wasn't, and it was as I was falling asleep, and I was like, I don't know if I'm actually awake or asleep or what. And in one of the dreams, I went downstairs and told Mum, and then came back up and sat down on my bed, and it happened again. And I asked Mum when I went down when I'd woke up, and I haven't been down, so that was a dream, and I thought I was awake, and it's just really freaky. But yeah, that happened. We are having a takeaway tonight. We're having a curry. Yay, poppadoms are my favourite. But yeah, excuse my messy bedroom in the background. That's all I had to share, was that I was a bit freaked out.
So I was all ready to cook, have a family dinner like we often do on a Saturday, which is what I thought we were going to do. But Dad's decided he wanted fish and chips. So we've gone out to get that. Obviously only one person at a time, and Dad said he'd go in. So just sat in the van waiting, watching people walk past who are all looking at me strangely because I'm filming. Just because I'm popular, people. You shouldn't be out in multiple people, so whatever. I have the moral high ground sat in this car, van, thing.
So, I have just finished my Zoom gig. Ended up running a bit late, so I couldn't film beforehand, so it is now 9 o'clock. And you'll probably notice I'm talking with a lot more of a lisp than usual, because I made a mistake that I will get to soon. But this is what I currently look like following that gig. At face, it doesn't look too bad, but then you see the side, and all the glue. Yeah, long story short, Sasha floor number to end the night, and mistakes were made because now the glue was on. Now right at the end, just doing some general chit-chat, asking about life and stuff. They asked about Snatch Game, so I put in my Snatch Game teeth, and now I'm stuck like this. Because these teeth do not come out easily, and I always forget that until I put them in. So, also it makes me very aware of how yellow makes my actual teeth look, as you see. My teeth aren't great, not that bad, but compared to this, terrible, so pray for me. Because I've got to pull this tighten, I've got to get this off, I'm dripping of sweat, I've got to get the teeth off, because they're stuck, and then I've got to get my face off, and I'm very low on cleanser. I've got about a quarter bottle of shampoo, and that's about all I've got to get rid of this without going to washing up liquid, and I can already feel Anna's angry messages for that, so I will try not to use. In fact, no, when Anna sees this, I promise I did not use any washing up liquid. I absolutely promise that. Okay, bye.
So. Fuck. That was really smart. It's not finished, but because I was asked to, I did a test run of how things are. Obviously, belt won't be like this. It's just there's the underneath bit that hasn't been done yet, because layers. But I've already adjusted slightly because I realised that this side of the skirt was a little bit on the short side, but it's not exactly terrible. Things are laying where I want them to without having to be reinforced, so I'm not going to do any of that. Need to fix the poof on this side of the wig, but for the most part, I'm happy. I need to fill in the back because it's really empty. I do also have the hood, which I'm still working on fixing in terms of sizing, because it's not laying exactly how I want it to just yet, and also that requires this bad boy being finished off. So these won't actually meet in the middle. They are designed to boof, 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 boof. Kind of sit in little wells that will, come on, there we go, tricky, that will go in here, so gaping had to be accounted for. Sit a little further back, go a bit more flat, good, so they'll go there, big shoulder piece is here, and then on top of that I've got armband, which will go further up, and wing pauldrons, which I'm still figuring out as well, to get them to sit exactly right. Now a lot of people make them 3D, so that there's 3 of them, but actually in the 3D model there's 4 pieces, and it works more like a pauldron, or like a house of cards kind of.
Okay, so as you can see, he's still stuck in. I wasn't joking when I said they're stuck. They are stuck, like I might still be wearing them and take my face off, but just because I'm out of time, I need to send the videos to Anna soon. Just want to do a quick wrap up of my day. So it's about 9:30. I still obviously need to get out of drag. I've got as well to take the clothes off, but I'm still wearing boxers, don't you worry. But yeah, so I just thought I would show you, after spending all week cleaning my wigs, the state of one of them after one gig. Can you see that? There we go. Look, all that wonderful wig glue. Normally I wouldn't use half this much. I would just sort of put it on the edges there like that little bit. But because I was doing a Sasha Velour wig feel at the end for my season 9 mix, available on my YouTube page, which Anna normally puts in the description, so I hope she's done it for this time as well. Also not sure if you can hear me because of the teeth. They do give me a massive lisp. Deal with it. Well, do give me a good jawline though, like, oh, she butch. Yeah, so because I was doing my Sasha Velour thing, I couldn't do the wig cap of anything because obviously I'd ruined the reveal. Which meant I had to experiment with essentially super gluing it to my wig. Not literally, and don't stress, I didn't put super glue on my head, I promise, although it does look like I did there and there, but I didn't. Just normal wig glue. But because I've never done it on a bald head before, for a show at least, I just sort of went crazy with the glue and hoped for the best. And I mean, it stayed on. I definitely felt like getting loose towards the end, but it survived. So if I do ever do a bald, well, I wear a wig for when I'm bald, like properly out in the clubs, must find a way to pin it better, or at the very least not do a reveal to bald at the end, because if I was doing my standard death drops, cartwheels, etc., it definitely would have came off. So, life lesson with me, I'm going to take his teeth off now. Yeah. Just sort of, I can't decide if I like this or not. Eye makeup I'm not super happy with, but I was brushing, so it's what it is. Eyeliner I'm not mad at. It's a lot blacker than normal, so we'll take chalk up as a win. Same as the angle I'm not mad at. Lips were better at the start of the night, but it is what it is. But the contour, I'm unsure about the contour. I tried experimenting a bit following the cherry Valentine look I did the other day, or the week, whenever it was. Just need to post it Insta. Yeah, so they're a bit higher and a bit different. I don't know. Right, so I need to get all this off. Wish me luck, and I will see you tomorrow, I guess. Hopefully we're out these teeth in. Don't know, these teeth are great, just so hard to get out. Please help.